Okay, thank you guys very much for joining. Congratulations.
Work really hard.
Quite a day, huh? So, Coach, we'll start off with an opening statement from you. We've got a couple of folks on Zoom, and we'll get you going with a couple of questions here as well. So, Coach,
Just about the last game or both games?
you can talk about any game you want.
Talk about the day.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you got to start today. Then I'm talking about Kendra Lamb because she was phenomenal today. I was really proud of her. She stepped up. Last year she had a 2-0 shutout over LSU in the regional, and I had a lot of faith in her, and she's redeemed. She showed what she's made out of, and I thought she just did a phenomenal job in game one. And then of course Megan come in and finished it. It was a tough one to get the lead and give it up like that in the seventh, and we just seemed like the offense was trying so hard. And I think after the game was over, that's the first time I've seen the kids today. I hadn't saw the kids since Saturday at the conference tournament. I hadn't been at practice or anything, and then just pop in on them. And I think that just changed the emotion in the dugout. So put that on me. I think just the chemistry was probably effective because the hits were there. We just didn't get that timely hit. But Kendra kept us right there. Megan kept us right there. And then, of course, we finally got that win. And that set us up in a really good spot to go into the championship. It was made for a day really long. We had to, I think, Megan threw 3 innings in game one. So I was a little worried. I made the comment like you can win the battle and lose the war about having to get Megan. But Megan's a winner and a competitor. And she come out and the way I just can't say enough to pitch against a great hitting ball club like Auburn. And tip your hat to Auburn. They played us 2 days in a row. We played basically head-to-head softball. And it went our way today, and we got a break there. And we'll take the win, and we're glad to get it. But tip your hat to them and the performance of that team. And Coach Dean has done a tremendous job turning that program back around and getting them back where they are and where they deserve to be. But I thought Megan just come out and give us 7 more innings. So 10 innings on a hot day. That was really good. And then our offense got flowing and Mayu got the big hit. Jordan Campbell got a big hit. And then no hit was bigger than Stormy getting that 2-run homer right after we lost a call. I think it was out of the box call that took some momentum away. And I thought that was really big for us to get right back at that point. And that's kind of how you win games. You get big hits from big hitters and great pitching from great pitchers. So that was kind of my take on the day.
Just want to go to Megan and Stormy both. A day like today where, you guys basically went almost like 5.5 straight hours. What's a day like today like? And then to come out of it with the result that you all did. Megan, I'll start with you.
We kind of knew going in that it was going to be a long day. We had to get through game one first. You can't ever overlook an opponent. And they had one heck of a game, and we just kept battling. It's not really draining because we played double headers all year long. I think it was kind of to get us ready for this. So mentally, you just have to stay locked in the whole time, and I think that's what we did a really good job of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've said it a couple of times, but this team is just so hardworking, and we practice, it feels like, all day long, sometimes at home and in the heat, in the middle of the day. And when you have hard workers next to you, wanting to fight, wanting to reach a goal, there's hardly things that will really set you back. And having a long day, yeah, it sucks. Trust me, it does. I'm exhausted, but at the end, it's a great reward. So that's my take on it.
In a tournament like this, looking ahead maybe a little bit to tomorrow, championship type atmosphere. Coach, I'll start with you. What are you looking forward to most? And then to each of the student athletes as well, same kind of deal.
Yeah. Tremendous ballpark. First time I've been in the Clemson ballpark, and just extremely impressed with the facilities, the way they've been taken care of. It's immaculate. And so the fan base, I got to watch a little bit of the end of game one today, and you can tell Clemson has really built up a great fan base, a great following. So I look forward to being in the Clemson Park and experience their fans and the atmosphere of a championship Sunday. I look forward to seeing Coach Rittman. I've not saw him in a while. One of the greatest coaches in college softball, and what he's done here absolutely remarkable. I look forward to that matchup of putting our kids out there against his kids, because he's a great coach. He's got great players, and they've had a great season. So hopefully, it's going to be that Sunday matchup that you look forward to all year.
And to Stormy and to Megan, looking ahead to tomorrow. I don't know if you've declared pitcher yet, but looking ahead to tomorrow, what are you guys looking forward to?
Just another chance to compete. Hopefully get a win for our team and just go out there and give it everything we have, because I'm not ready for my seniors to leave yet.
Definitely. I'm just looking forward to take the game pitch by pitch, see where we can go from there. This Clemson, like Coach Jerry said, this Clemson program hasn't been around for very long, but they have like an outstanding fan base, and we're kind of used to having a big fan base at home. So it'll be nice to finally have some good people to, play in front of, and just play for something that we want to earn.
For those of you on Zoom, I'll open it up to those of you on Zoom to ask questions.
Stormy, earlier in the year, I can't remember what series it was, but I asked you, why is this team able to just hit rockets like the way you guys do? Does a game like this kind of further say that, because you made the comment, this is really what we do. So does that further kind of go with that statement of you guys can, go with the long ball at any given time?
I think when I made that statement in the past, I just was kind of showing how our offense had shown up and the light was being shined on us in that moment. And I think that, we've definitely continued to build off of that and build off of that momentum with the long balls and stuff. But as a team and as a whole, we have so many different type of hitters that there's a lot of adversity 1 through 9. So you're not always going to get the long ball, but I feel like when it does show up, I'm proud of my teammates when that does happen.
Megan, I gotta tell you, y'all have more guts than me. So tell me about the conversation you had in the circle with Justin, with the girl who hit 2 home runs the day before off of you, with first base open. What went into that decision to pitch to her?
So we kind of pitched her the whole game. That's just like my competitive spirit in me. You beat me once, beat me twice, okay, but you're not going to beat me again. And so that's kind of what we went in, we watched some film, figured out, okay, like this is where we're going to throw her. And it just happened to pay off. And so he came out there, he's like, this is the girl. And I was like, I don't know. And he was like, just attack her and hit your spots. And I was like, all right. And it paid off.
What was your first impression with the ball off the bat on the final 2 hitters? Did you think it was out or no?
The first off of Bree, I didn't think it was out. I knew it was up too far. It just got too much air, like it was too high up when it came off the bat. So I was like, okay. Off of Jessie, I thought she had a run. I really did. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then I saw that Kayla had a really good read on it. And I was like, okay. And then she caught the ball and I was like, okay, we're good.
Stormy, you had a couple of rough at bats early in the day, and to come up in that situation and hang in there with, like Coach was talking about how the wind was blowing in, and the Auburn coach talked about how the wind was blowing in and it was tough to hit a home run and you crushed it. Just tell me about that at bat and kind of putting the previous earlier in the day maybe behind you.
Way to sugarcoat that question.
No, it's tough out there. This is obviously my first experience going through an NCAA tournament, going through a college season. It's tough out there, but I could even hear the fans saying, oh, be tough. And I'm like, oh, I know I'm tough. Like, I know I can find a way to push through it. But I was just more than excited that I could be able to push through it, like in that moment for my team, and especially for Megan, because when I see her, when I'm playing behind her and she's working so hard, it's like, okay, like let's stop all the thinking for a second and let's just try and produce something out there for her. So that was kind of my mentality going into that last at bat.
Megan, for you, did you kind of have any kind of chip on your shoulder knowing that you had given up those 2 home runs to Bree the previous day? Did when you saw her, you were like, yeah, I got to get her?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I had a chip on my shoulder, but I would say like, I wasn't gonna let her beat me again. That's for sure. I was not happening again. It was over. So I just went in there and was gonna compete and make sure that I spun the ball really well.
Speaking of compete, Megan, how is the adjustment period from game to game? Is it like a real long process, or is it just a quick, easily go on one team to the next, especially being two teams in one day?
I think it's quick. You have to shift focus really fast. You can't focus on what happened in the last game. If we would have done that, then our offense probably wouldn't have came through like they did in the second game. So I think it has to be quick. If it's not, then that's not. I don't think that's good. But obviously, it was a quick shift today, and we got our bats going, and it helped.
Coach, for you, obviously a very long week with everything that you dealt with. But just to see your team battle and fight when you weren't there, and then to get it done today, how proud of you are you of your players?
I don't have the words to tell how proud I am. I'm a proud coach right now, and I'm happy for my players. I'm thrilled for them. I put them in a really bad spot, and I felt terrible about putting them in a bad spot. But to see them tonight, get the chance to play on Sunday, and the way they performed, the way Megan's competed all weekend, the way Kendra competed, the way our hitters adjusted and competed in game 2. I couldn't be prouder of this group of girls.
Any other questions from Zoom? Okay, hearing none. Thank you guys very much. We'll see you tomorrow.
Congratulations, girls.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Congrats, y'all.
Yes, thank you all. Congratulations.